From 13 small colonies on the East Coast to a nation stretching from the Atlantic to the Pacific, how did the United States become one of the largest countries in the world? In this video, we will review the history of the United States expansion and its annexation of territories through purchases, treaties, and wars.
In 1803, President Thomas Jefferson struck a game-changing deal, the Louisiana Purchase. For just $15 million, the U.S. acquired a vast territory from France, nearly doubling the nation's size. This bold move secured control of the Mississippi River, a lifeline for trade, and set the stage for America's westward expansion. But how did this historic deal come about, and what were its lasting impacts? Let's dive in. After years of tensions with Spain, the United States successfully acquired Florida in 1819 through the Adams-Onis Treaty. This $5 million deal was part of America's efforts to secure its southern borders and expand its influence in the region. But what led to this agreement, and how did it shape the future of the United States? Let's take a deeper look at this pivotal moment in American history. In 1845, the United States annexed Texas, a move that would change the course of history. Texas, which had been an independent republic since breaking away from Mexico in 1836, became the 28th state. But this decision didn't come without consequences. Mexico, which had never recognized Texas's independence, saw the annexation as an act of aggression. Disputes over the border, whether it was the Rio Grande or the Nueces River, only added fuel to the fire. These tensions eventually exploded into the Mexican-American War, a conflict that reshaped the map of North America and left a lasting legacy for both nations. The Mexican-American War, 1846–1848, was a defining moment in North American history. Sparked by the annexation of Texas and fueled by the belief in manifest destiny, this conflict saw the United States and Mexico clash over territory and sovereignty. From the battles of Palo Alto and Monterrey to the fall of Mexico City, the war reshaped the map of the continent. But it also left a legacy of division and resentment. In the end, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo granted the U.S. vast new territories, but at a cost that would echo for generations. After the Mexican-American War, which lasted from 1846 to 1848, the United States acquired vast territories that would shape the future of the nation. From the goldfields of California to the deserts of Arizona, these lands became the heart of the American West. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo not only expanded the U.S. map but also set the stage for economic growth, cultural transformation, and conflict. Yet, this expansion came at a cost, as Native American tribes were displaced and the nation grappled with the moral and political consequences of its newfound power. The legacy of these territories continues to define the American West to this day. In 1867, the United States made a deal that would change its future, the purchase of Alaska from Russia for $7.2 million. At the time, many laughed, calling it Seward's folly. But this frozen land would soon reveal its true value. From the gold rushes of the 1890s to the oil boom of the 20th century, Alaska became a treasure trove of natural resources. Its strategic location during World War II and the Cold War further cemented its importance. Today, Alaska stands as a testament to the foresight of those who saw its potential, proving that sometimes the greatest opportunities come from the most unexpected places. In 1898, the United States annexed Hawaii, a move that would forever change the islands and the nation. Driven by economic interests and strategic ambitions, the U.S. overthrew the Hawaiian monarchy and claimed the islands as its own. For native Hawaiians, it was a loss of sovereignty and culture. For America, it was a step toward becoming a global power. The annexation of Hawaii remains a pivotal and controversial moment in history, reminding us of the enduring impact of expansion and the resilience of those who call these islands home.
The story of America's growth is often celebrated as a triumph of ambition and manifest destiny. But behind the maps redrawn and territories acquired lies a darker truth. The United States expanded through war, displacement, and the systematic erasure of Native American communities. From the annexation of Texas and the Mexican-American War to the purchase of Alaska and the takeover of Hawaii, each step of expansion came at a devastating cost. Native Americans, the original inhabitants of this land, were pushed off their ancestral territories, their culture suppressed, and their lives destroyed through violence, broken treaties, and forced assimilation. The Trail of Tears, the Indian Wars, and the reservation system are stark reminders of this painful legacy. Similarly, the annexation of Hawaii involved the overthrow of a sovereign kingdom and the marginalization of native Hawaiians. These actions were often justified under the banner of progress and destiny, but they were rooted in exploitation and injustice. As we reflect on this history, it's essential to acknowledge the human cost of America's expansion, a cost paid by indigenous peoples whose voices and stories have too often been ignored. The legacy of this expansion challenges us to confront the past honestly and to work toward a future that honors the rights, cultures, and contributions of native peoples. Because true progress isn't just about growing borders, it's about growing in understanding, respect, and justice for all.